Oh.
Oh, Edward, like, challenging.
Is Edward inviting us to try? So again, it's a beautiful thing. We can watch back this tape anytime.
Over, yeah.
Again, do not look directly at the blue badger. He will steal your soul. So, what are we looking for here, Bertbot? Let's have this second look. Is there anything unusual?
Oh, something fell out of the locker, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a light over it. It could be just the shine of the light, but it also could be that the locker is already unlocked.
Yes. Well spotted. Well spotted.
Hey.
So yes.
Why is that an objective?
I think Edward just likes to sound important.
Yeah, fair enough.
As we all do, to be fair, from time to time. It says a lot about Phoenix Wright. That's the first time he's had to use a video to prove contradictions.
Well, it is Steve.
We're living in the dark ages here, folks. Now, yes. So we're basically just about to we're going to prove exactly what you said there, Burkbot, and prove that the locker was already open.
Yay! I did it.
Tickety bam. I like that he automatically salutes whenever he hears his name. It's like a mental tick.
Oh, the music is so bad.
It's just so upsetting.
Like, Nordy is triggered by the ice cream van, but I feel if he watched this now, he would be triggered by that, and I may never get an ice cream in my life again.
Like, bear in mind, he's still yet to play this case, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not going to say
maybe,
anything.
Maybe just tell him there's only 4 cases, and the 5th case is an April Fool's joke. Would he believe that?
No, he won't. But he might be just afraid enough of the blue badger to not try.
Yeah, okay, that's the best way of doing it, right? What you do is over the bed, you just put a picture of the blue badger right in front of him, right? And if he says anything about it, you say, "I don't see anything." What's your problem? I don't see anything. And they just have the blue badger following around the house all the time. That'll fix it.
I like that. Also, but then that would mean I would also have to look at this blue badger all the time. I don't really want that.
No, but see, this is where your acting skill comes into mind here, because you just pretend you're not seeing anything.
But I do have to see it, and then pretend I don't.
True.
Okay, anyway.
Yes. So yeah, this is basically both sides like reinforcing how these lockers work. So yes, in theory, that locker was open before this fella got there. It's almost like I know nothing about security. Incidentally, my pin is 1746. 1746. Do you know anything about locks?
Okay.
What? Okay. Did something jam the lock?
So that piece of paper that was fallen out.
Yes.
It might not be a piece of paper, I am aware, but like whatever it was that fell out.
So again, back to the tape we go. Right, so you can see it kind of falling there.
Yeah.
There it is. And that was my cursor failing me. We're about to be the Blue Badger's flag. Look at that evil shit. Right then, so let's just ignore the defense attorney being a complete div and continue on with the case, shall we? What you really need here is the Johnny Giles circle gimmick from the football panelists. That's what you need. Like legit, I'm just imagining Phoenix here in the courtroom with just like a big remote going. Hang on, give it a second, give it a second, give it a second, give it a second, give it a second. There, right, it's right there. See it? No, Meekins, I think Flying Gravity just thinks you're a prick. Fair point. Therefore, blocking the sensor, the old elevator door trick. If you block the sensor in the elevator, it doesn't close or open. It stays exactly where it is.
Right, Nick.
There you go. Just like your tie.
Poor.
Moving on.
Oh my God.
Right, so it needs to be something that's thin and an insulator. Do we know anything?
Glove.
The rubber glove. Yes. A rubber glove, incidentally, that was, you know, a piece of evidence from that case.
Yeah.
So everything's all connected.
Exactly.
Ding, ding, ding. So there you have it. That seems to have done it. So essentially, with that rubber glove, we have now introduced the possibility that this couldn't be Goodman, and that is exactly what we needed.
Yeah.
But yes, Edward, don't you know, once we have the possibility, anything is possible. It's like a whole new world of, you know, possible suspects, including you. Just throwing it out there, lads. Meekins is thinking.
It's not very effective.
No, I don't think anything that Meekins does in his life is very effective. Except for, you know,
Okay,
get this
here we
car. Okay, this should be good.
Okay.
ID card. Oh,
Yeah.
well, gee willikers. How do you use this card? Easy. That can be easily done.
Okay.
And indeed, Goodman was there at 5:14. Same time as Meekins.
Hmm.
Only one judge.
Yeah.
Several, by my last count. This is where we call the sexy room, where all the sexy cases are.
All the corruption. Sexy corruption.
So, you see, Judge, this is what we and the prosecutor's room call the weird stuff. Not all of us go for the weird stuff. Right, and so now the next part is to try and trick our way around the ID card trick. Because we know where we found it, but we have to try and disprove that there's like one card at play, essentially. Meekins has just realized the concept of theft. He's a police officer, I just want to point out, by the way. An actual officer of the law that can arrest people for theft, even though he doesn't know what it is. Receive your testimony and ignore the idiot in the corner. And the judge has just realised.
Finally, he twigged it.
And to which he bows. He's like, yes, I was at the scene of the murder. Hello. Yes, stop booing. Stop booing. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
What?
Leave Phoenix alone. We seem to have a very rowdy crowd in here today. Although, in fairness, if you've just been told, like, as the court, that one man has been killed twice at the same time, you probably want to see what's going to happen next, to be fair.
Yeah. Like, do a live tweet along of what's going on.
Definitely, yeah.
There.
Who you think the actual murderer is.
The Hastings on the case.
So, again, I'm upset that there's very minimal, if not negligible, levels of Ted in this playthrough. Where this whole game is going wrong.
Very true.
And now Meekins has realised the concept of identity theft, which is a bit more complicated than when we were beforehand, but I think he's understanding what this actually means. See, that's the effect Edward has on Wright's psyche. It's just like, come on, this mistake is so obvious. This clearly has to be a trap from Edward. Aha. See, that's what people are forgetting. And there you have it. Edward going, yeah, I knew that. What of it, bitch? Now, again, this is one of the handy things where you could have also submitted the lost item report as well. So 2 pieces of evidence would have worked on in this case here.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because you're kind of going in the same train of thought here. So it's a kind of that's handy enough because like you don't get those kind of weird like gaps in logic where like you only pick the one item is the solution, you know. So it's a bit more obliging with later games. Yeah, so that seems very, very plausible because we do have the lost item card to the lost item report to back that up. He who smelt the deltas. I mean, what? Ah, this is a trap, isn't it? I fucking hate when Edward is smug.
Yeah.
That's when he's at his most powerful.
Okay.
Right. Again, interesting enough. Edward is agreeing with us.
Yeah, but I'm just like, he's gonna pull the carpet now.
That's what you think. But he is right. Well, let's see now. Uh-huh. Do you see where Edward is driving at here?
Yeah.
If what we saw was not in fact a murder of Bruce Goodman, that points back to our original case of Lana Skye stabbing the real Bruce Goodman.
Very true. But I feel like that's a lie too.
But see, this is the thing. This is where we need to figure out how we literally just like confirmed the guilt of our own client by disproving this murder. And there you go. That's a pretty hefty blow from Edgeworth there.
Yeah.
Because bear in mind, of course, the fact that the chief walked in last time and said that there was a second murder, that's what kiboshed the original trial. So now that we have disproved it, we're back to business, or at least Edward is.
I did feel like whoever's trying to set this whole thing up is trying to cover up something pretty shady.
But what? That is the burning question. What are they covering up? That also means that Meekins is off the hook. So what can Phoenix do here?
That's
There's nothing he can do.
And then desperately clutch at straws as to what could be considered breakthrough.
Yes. I mean, when has waffling never worked for us before, Bertmont? Come on, like, this is clearly a strategy.
This whole playthrough.
Yes. Okay, that's also a fair point because the camera turns away